Hi, this is Debbie Fisher. Today I want to go over one of the basic functions of dressing, and that's tying shoes. So as therapists, we see kids that struggle with tying shoes, but also adults. Maybe they are starting to have tremors, or maybe they just forget the sequencing of how to tie a shoe. So I'm going to show you one technique that's very easy, and then one that requires a little more sequencing and coordination, but that's a lot of fun for kids or even adults if they want to learn to tie their shoes even quicker than they do now. So if you can grab a shoe, we're going to do a close-up of this, and if you do it with me, then it makes learning the process much easier. Here's how to do a simple knot. You first have to do the regular tie that you would normally do. Now, instead of having the two loops like we're used to going around, so that's the way probably a lot of us were taught. This way, you repeat the first step and you go down almost all the way, but you have to leave some space between there. Now you see that this lace is coming out through there. All you have to do is just tell them to make two bunny ears, one that goes down and one that goes up. And once they do that, they just tie it and should be able to untie it without a problem. Now, if you have them do it the wrong way, which is where it's coming out, going over this way, and then going under this way, which you'll notice that when you tie it, it still looks the same, but then when you untie it, it's going to create a knot here, which is going to be a problem, once they've gotten their shoes off, and then they have to really kind of struggle with untying it. So I'll show you one more time the correct way. You are going to have them initially do the first tie, so have them make an X, and then have them go all the way into the tunnel and then come around. The next thing you want to do is do the same thing almost all the way down. Notice, and so you tell them you want one bunny ear going down and one bunny ear going up. And then once they've gotten their tails down, then they can pull it. And it's a pretty snug knot. And again, when they untie it, there should be no knot remaining. Let's look at that way of tying a shoe from a different angle. So again, all we're going to do after you've done your first tie is do another tie. And then you're going to have them make one little bunny ear that's sad and one bunny ear that's happy, one that goes down, one that goes up. And then you're just going to have them pull it tight. And check it to make sure that it's coming out with no extra knot. The second method for tying a shoe that has a little bit more sequencing, but that makes tying much quicker, is to teach your patient just to have the laces kind of drop down in the web space between the fifth and fourth finger. Once you have it, again, looped just like this, you have them do some lobster claws. And if you can think about one lobster claw going over and one going under, then the next step is just to come into each other and tie it fast. So let me show you that one time fast and the one time slow. You're going to have them come here, up and down, and then twist and come around. So when my son, who traditionally has done it this way, he can do it twice as fast when he comes around, does his lobster claws, and then comes around and ties just like that. So let me show you from a different angle so you can see exactly what we're doing. So you will need, again, to start off like you would tying a shoe any other way. You're going to grab it with your pinkies. The pinkies have to be down because they have to hold the shoelace before you go into your lobster claws. So those pinkies have a good hold. And then again, one is going to go up, the other one's going to go down. And then you have to twist it so it gets tighter. And then what you can see is that my thumbs, it's thumb, index, thumb, index. So I'm kind of staggered them around, and then you're just going to pull them through, and then you can let go of your pinkies. And that leaves a really tight, good knot. So I'll show you one more time in slow motion. You're going to grab on with your pinkies, give me your lobster claws, go over, go under, and then try to make it even tighter on your fingers when you go to grab them. And then it's got to be thumb, index, as you pull it through and let go of your pinkies. So that was slow, and that's fast. And that's how you do the quick knot.